On October 22nd, President of the Republic of Azerbaijan Ilham Aliyev received Yakup Ayyubov and presented him with the Istiklal Order. The 100th anniversary of the First Archaeological Congress will be celebrated. President Ilham Aliyev has signed a decree in this regard. According to the decree, the Ministry of Culture, together with the Azerbaijan National Academy of Sciences and the Ministry of Science and Education of the Republic of Azerbaijan, is tasked with preparing and implementing an action plan dedicated to the centenary of the First Archaeological Congress. President of the Republic of Azerbaijan Ilham Aliyev sent a congratulatory letter to the new Prime Minister of Japan, Sanae Takaichi, on the occasion of her election to the post. President of the Republic of Azerbaijan Ilham Aliyev has shared the posts on his social media accounts regarding his state visit to the Republic of Kazakhstan. Armenian Prime Minister Nikol Pashinyan expressed his gratitude to President Ilham Aliyev for the decision to lift restrictions on the transit of goods through Azerbaijan toward Armenia. Pashinyan made remarks during his speech at the 5th Tbilisi Silk Road Forum. President Ilham Aliyev recently announced the lifting of transit restrictions on goods passing through the territory of Azerbaijan in the direction of Armenia. This is an extremely important statement, and I would like to express my deep gratitude to the President of Azerbaijan for this decision and welcome this statement, Pashinyan noted. Armenia is politically ready to ensure transit from Nakhchivan Autonomous Republic to the main part of Azerbaijan and vice versa through Armenian territory, but technically it is not yet ready due to the absence of infrastructure. This was stated by Armenian Prime Minister Nikol Pashinyan during the Silk Road Forum in Georgia. The most important condition for realizing all of this is the peace established between Azerbaijan and Armenia, achieved through the Washington summit. Now we are working to institutionalize this peace with Azerbaijan. We are working toward the signing and ratification of the pre-signed Washington Agreement on Peace and Interstate Relations between Armenia and Azerbaijan. As a result of the measures, transit cargo volumes along the Middle Corridor have increased by approximately 90% over the past 3 years. This demonstrates the corridor's growing efficiency and relevance. Additionally, the transit time for cargo along the corridor has significantly decreased to just 15 days, said Azerbaijan's Prime Minister Ali Asadov during his speech at the 5th International Tbilisi Silk Road Forum. According to him, Azerbaijan and Georgia are paying special attention not only to the development of physical infrastructure, but also to the improvement of administrative and legal mechanisms. Azerbaijan considers its relations with Estonia as contacts based on friendship, mutual respect and trust, and conducts its activities in this spirit, said Azerbaijani Foreign Minister Ceyhun Bayramov at the joint press conference with Estonian Foreign Minister Margus Tsahkna. He noted that the political consultations were held between the Ministries of Foreign Affairs of both countries in 2024. During the meeting, an agreement was reached to hold the next consultations in Baku in the first half of 2026, Ceyhun Bayramov added. In Astana, 16 cooperation documents were signed as a result of the Kazakh-Azerbaijani Business Forum. The Vice Minister of Trade and Integration of Kazakhstan, Aydar Abildebakov, said, "We have signed 16 documents, mainly memorandums of understanding between representatives of business circles of our countries, including IT companies," he noted. According to him, 5 Kazakhstani companies reached agreements on the supply of education software to Azerbaijan. About 100 representatives of business circles from the two countries took part in the forum. The event was held as part of state visit of Azerbaijan's President Ilham Aliyev to Kazakhstan. Distinguished Visitors Day of the Unity 2025 Joint Regional Exercise organized in the Samarkand province with the participation of servicemen from Azerbaijan, Kazakhstan, Kyrgyzstan, Uzbekistan and Tajikistan was held on October 21st. The event was attended by the Minister of Defense of the Republic of Azerbaijan, Colonel General Zakir Hasanov, the Minister of Defense of the Republic of Uzbekistan, Lieutenant General Shuhrat Khalmuhammedov, as well as high-level guests from the participating countries. The high-level guests got acquainted with the Joint Command Post working process. Speaking at the event, Colonel General Zakir Hasanov expressed his gratitude to his Uzbek counterpart for the high-level organization of the exercise, congratulated the participants and wished them success in their future military service. In accordance with the bilateral cooperation plan, Joint Special Forces exercises Indestructible Partnership 2025 are being conducted in our country with the participation of units from the Special Forces of the Azerbaijani Army and the Special Operations Command of the Presidential Guard of the United Arab Emirates. During tactical actions, participants will improve maneuverability, flexibility and leadership qualities, as well as master the forms and methods used by special forces of both countries. The next meeting on preparations for the autumn-winter season was held at Nakhchivan City Executive Authority. The current situation was discussed and specific tasks were assigned. Russian drones and missiles have pounded the Ukrainian capital and other cities hours after the cancellation of a meeting between Vladimir Putin and Donald Trump, killing 6 people including a 6-month-old baby and 12-year-old girl and a woman, and damaging key energy facilities and several high-rise residential buildings. A series of loud explosions were audible across Kiev on Wednesday, and towards dawn and beginning of the morning rush hour, air defenses targeting Russian drones could be heard over the sound of traffic. President Trump received the Architect of Peace Award from the Nixon Foundation during a ceremony at the White House on Tuesday. Among those presenting it were Richard Nixon's daughter Tricia Nixon Coase, former National Security Advisor Robert O'Brien, and Jim Byron, the acting archivist of the U.S. Mr. Trump was central to the ceasefire deal between Israel and Hamas, which was announced 2 days before the Nobel Peace Prize was awarded. Mr. Trump has publicly advocated that he should receive the Nobel Peace Prize, saying he had intervened in numerous conflicts. North Korea fired what appeared to be multiple short-range ballistic missiles on Wednesday, South Korea's military said a week before a key Asia-Pacific leaders meeting in South Korea. It was the first launch of ballistic missiles since May by Pyongyang, which has defied the United Nations Security Council ban of the weapons.